Defensive pessimism can have a positive impact on our lives. Let's discuss it one by one, how this is possible. So the first one, you will be more productive. So blind optimists who rationalize that everything will be fine may avoid red flags, signaling a bad decision, or fall victim to procrastination, failing to take necessary precautions. So defensive pessimism or the defensive pessimists, on the other hand, use mental rehearsal to come up with plans for handling problems. When faced with a challenge, they spring into action by reaching out to others rather than retreating. They open themselves up to new information and options instead of remaining in their own echo chamber. There's another point which I feel significant over here is that you will always be prepared. So many entrepreneurs can relate to the feeling like a pitch will land, only to panic when a meeting unexpectedly goes south. Defensive pessimists are at an advantage at times like these. Before ever entering a high-stakes scenario, they prepare thoroughly by anticipating tough questions and possible objections. For example, this foresight helps defensive pessimists stay flexible and not freak out when the pressure is on. Another important point is that you will be more confident. So positivity often backfires in stressful situations like negotiations or public speaking. Telling yourself to cheer up and look on the brighter side when your business is on the line dismisses your true feelings, which only amplifies worries. You will beat yourself for being incapable or otherwise unqualified, and when distorted thinking takes over, you can't perform at your best. Therefore, defensive pessimists use constructive self-talk to motivate themselves. They realize that professional and personal growth entails discomfort, which is reflected in their mindset. They do not internalize setbacks or see obstacles as personal failings. Instead, their internal dialogue focuses on asking themselves what they can learn or how they can do better next time. So, I would like to discuss one more thing over here, that you will learn to take calculated risks. Research shows that when CEOs are overly optimistic, they take on more debt, potentially placing their companies in jeopardy. Defensive pessimism safeguards against unhealthy risk by channeling realistic thinking. For example, faced with a choice whether to open another storefront, a defensive pessimist would analyze possible negative outcome before deciding, whereas a pure optimist might decide to bet their life savings on the venture with no backup plan. So of course, this approach differs from dispositional pessimism, which is characterized by pervasive fatalistic thinking. That's very unhealthy, of course. So the idea behind defensive pessimism is to put negative thinking in check before it spirals out of control. You use your realistic imaging of unfavorable outcomes to motivate and prepare yourself to rise to challenge instead of ruminating. So I think this is going to help you out a lot. Even if you are generally more of an optimist, it's worth giving defensive pessimism a try, because you never know what you might learn from looking at things from another angle. So I would like to repeat my statement over here that pessimism could be good for you.